This is a very special edition, a square table, but it's not, it's a rectangle table. Long table talk, because I have a special guest. I got the Rossman, everybody knows the Rossman, and those of you that have been around a long time know Nick DeRose.
He says because I'm old.
Well, he's a dinosaur. But here, we want to talk about two things today to kind of set the, this is highly debatable and it depends on who you speak with. But number one, is RC racing, car racing, or boat racing, is it a sport? I'm going on the record, I'm going to start up. Absolutely it's a sport. If they can have curling as an Olympic sport, this is, Ross said it the other day.
That is strenuous.
It is strenuous and we're out of shape. It's a motorsport. He said it the other day. What's your feeling on it?
Well, when you first asked me about it, I really didn't know what to say. But now that I've thought about it, I thought, all right, well, the debate is always, is it a sport or is it a game? And then I said, oh, well,
or is it a hobby?
It's not a game. And when I look at motorsport, did you say that, Ross? When I started,
Ross did.
When that word came to my mind, I said everything full scale that's relatable to this is a sport.
Yeah.
The fact that it's 1/10 the size would be irrelevant to me. So I'm calling it a sport.
Okay, Rossman.
Yep, he summed it up perfectly.
I think that was good. You're quite articulate for an old guy.
I got experience.
Who just peed in the side of the building.
On a
what
tree.
the heck? On a tree. He's helping nature. But I'm going to put that debate to rest. That's why we're doing this, because people ask me, and it's not, it's as much as a sport as any other sport out there.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't, and it was just a hobby, we wouldn't have lap counters and we wouldn't put in $5,000 in our RC equipment. Now, we're going to talk about something else that's germane to what we're talking about, and that is what everybody's always asking me, what's your secret sauce down at FPRA? What can our club do? And he's got a different point of view, so he's going to take point counterpoint. But Ross and I are on the same page. Point counterpoint.
I don't know that at my point.
Let me finish, Nick.
I'm not sure.
Dang, he's already starting. How to increase the numbers at your races. There's one thing, and any hardcore guy that's ever been sponsored or gets like Bobucks and gets 20% off of retail, they're going to argue it's not racing. We got guys in FPRA that are completely against breakout. You want to increase your numbers at your club, at your local racing, have breakout classes. Why, Jeff? What is so important about breakout? That's not real racing. It is real racing, and we're going to tell you why right now, and then he's going to tell you why it's not. But here's why it is. Right now, the hot thing.
Tell you that.
No, I know you are. You have your last laugh. Everybody right now, we're talking about it.
Yeah.
Money, you got to spend money to race. There's no getting around it.
Anything.
You need tires, perishables. You need stuff to replace. It costs money. It's going to cost money. How much money, and do you have a fair shake at big races like the Snowbirds? The answer is simple. No, you absolutely don't. You also are going into it, not only are you dealing with people that have equipment that you can't obtain or is not legal, but now the hot thing is RC dischargers. The RC discharger, it discharges your batteries, it recycles it, it replenishes it from a battery. Do they work? Sure they work. But a lot of guys are turned off by the fact that you have to spend a lot of money on equipment, and you agree with me because you got the cheapest charger they make.
Yep.
So a lot of guys are like, I got to spend all that money. And touring cars, I'm going to talk about touring cars and pan cars. We're jumping all over. Touring cars are so expensive and so sophisticated now, it's almost like getting involved in 1/8 scale nitro. They're so sophisticated, you cannot take one out of the box and start running after you build it. You can't.
No.
You need help. If you don't have someone like these guys helping you, you're not going to ever be competitive, and then you get intimidated. You're like, okay, I need an $800 X-ray. I need this. I need the $1,000 RC discharger. I need special batteries. I'm told I'm supposed to heat batteries. I'm supposed to do all these things. That's killing racing. It's killing it.
Yeah.
It's just too hard, and guys, they want the path of least resistance. And to do that is take a car out of the box and run it. That's why the low-C NASCARs, the low-C Sprints are good. You take them out and you run them, and you can have fun, you laugh, it gets you hooked, and then you can go on to something more difficult. But if your club, if the Florida State Series, everybody contacts me and says, hey, how can we grow like FPRA? Simple. Use your head. And what we're going to talk about right now is, does a breakout class increase numbers? The answer is yes. He's going to say no. But Ross, why do you think it increases the numbers?
Well, I mean, breakout class, you think, oh, it's a slow beginner's class, but you could set the time to make it a faster breakout class. You could have a modified and a stock breakout
Like Nextel.
class. Yes, exactly. And that's where we get, it's all about having fun. There's no mumbo jumbo. You don't have to buy
You can be competitive. You don't need anything
Open
special.
motor.
You got an old TC3, you want to run it in a touring car in the breakout class, run it. You got an old brush motor with a $20 Hobby Wing speed control, run it. It doesn't, nothing's going to help you, because all the fancy smashy stuff that's expensive to a lot of guys are on a budget. They can go out and win, and it feels the same if you're running an open class. Counterpoint.
It's not really a counterpoint.
Wrong!
No.
And I'll tell you why.
Not. Because, like, me personally, do I find breakout racing in the purest sense? I don't. But I also value it. I think you're right. I think it's a different kind of racing, and it does increase the numbers.
And it's a feeder class. It's a feeder class. You get hooked, and you're like, man, I see him running that, how well he's doing. I'm going to spend the $900 and get an Awesomatics or whatever they cost now. And then they go into that, and that's fine. But if you want numbers, you got to have breakout.
That's it.
Do I know what I'm talking about? Yeah.
And the other classes, though, like that you pick up on, like the low-C stock car, natural spec class winner, right? And you can tell by the way they gravitate to that, and the low-C sprint car. There's got to be some room for these
growth, for somewhere to go.
Can't option the thing out. Can't overthink it. You got to have those classes. The combination of those things bring the numbers way up. But you're not going to take a professional 17.5 touring class track and have your formula isn't working on that. They have to get that part first, don't they?
Yes.
They have to get outside their comfort zone and start. And even me, I've been a hardcore racer forever. But Jeff, I hope
don't touch me.
He will attest to this.
I don't like you touching me.
I've always said the most impressive, important racers are the guys that aren't that good. Because they pay this financial ecosystem that is RC racing. They make it more possible than the arrogant, big-time, sponsored racer.
Jared Scott, world champion. Brian Helton, sponsored driver. You know who you are. David Doughboy Ridings. Come on, Doughboy. You don't think that breakout is racing, you're wrong, and I'm calling you out right now on the interwebs, on the national interwebs. David Doughboy Ridings, you're being called out. Because you can't hang in Nextel. You can't hang in Sportsman X. Why? Because they're breakout classes. But I do like it. You can run basically any chassis you want. You don't need special things. You can hone your skills. And a lot of guys are racing on a budget. We're not three of them.
And it's fun.
It's fun. You get your RC fix. You can rub it in someone's face. Like, hey, Larry, I beat you.
Different winner every time. I mean, it's just not one guy going out there and dominating,
except for 12 scale.
Away.
Thank you. Thanks,
yeah.
buddy. That's Yoda right there. Right there. But and I forgot to mention, we're sitting here at K&K right now. We're doing this.
On location.
We're on location. There's Nick's car. I'm showing you his 4-wheel drive in slow-mo right there. That was looking good.
Yeah, he's doing good.
So I'm putting it to rest. Yes, it's a sport. 100%, just like NASCAR's a sport, this is a sport. It's just in miniature, but it's the same thing. And you want to pick up your numbers, start adding breakout classes to off-road, on-road, oval, it doesn't matter. Wisen up. Quit calling me. I'm telling you how to do it. For crying out loud.
A lot of new guys showing up, and that keeps the momentum of the sport going.
And they're you need feeder classes. You need these ready-to-run classes where guys get the hook, and then, it's cyclical, RC cyclical, and a lot of guys try it, and it's not for them, or you know, they're a little light in their loafers and they're like, racing's not for me. I don't like competition. I want to bash and be a loser. That's fine. I'm fine with that. The world needs worker bees too. But I'm telling you, when the guys that are we got Tim Curry. Tim Curry started, horrible racer, horrible, just the worst. You called me to say he's the worst racer you've ever seen. He didn't. We love Tim.
Sorry, Tim.
But now
I owe you a favor if I did say that.
Now Tim's top of the food chain. You didn't say that. Top of the food chain. But he got hooked by other cars, and then he went to Pan Car, and we look at Pan Car and our local club as the epitome of racing. That's the apex right there is Pan Car. But don't lose sight. It's about having fun, being with friends and family, and everything else will fall into place. Offer breakout classes. There should be more breakout classes in the big Roar. Biggest mistake you make. Roar, if you're listening, offer breakout classes. Wake the up. You guys have been sleeping for years and years and years. I'm going to turn Roar around. Am I running for Roar president? I don't have time, and I'm not doing it. I know you would, because I pay you. Wake up, guys. Wake up. We need this. It's all part of racing. Thanks for joining us. There's the Rossman. There's Nick. And we're going to see you on FPRA really soon. Eric Bocock is working today. He wanted to be here, but I think he's getting his hair cut.
We didn't even bring his wig in.
We didn't bring his wig, but we are thinking him. He's in our hearts. Take care.
We're just going to wig out instead.
We're going to wig out. Nice job, boys. Give yourself a hand.